I was disappointed about college, with the reliance many professors placed on inept multiple-choice exams. All my classes relied on this method. When multiple-choice exams have defects and are a poor metric to show knowledge, these tests are plainly mathematically skewed. To prove this, I sat in a random class, a lecture I have never attended, nor have I read the sizable textbook. The subject matter was unknown to me. When I received the grade for the exam, I will have received 25% if I filled in the bubbles randomly. I knew not 25% of it. I understood 0% of it. The score misrepresented my knowledge. This works when bubbles are filled randomly. There are other mathematical problems. Multiple choices are all or nothing, since every question has one right answer. Thus I fell with the same amount of knowledge. Multiple choices employ misleading or extremely poorly worded questions, forcing students to decipher meaning. Multiple choice exams dampen learning outside of a narrow curriculum. When preparing for multiple choice, one must memorize vocabulary or cram in concepts from the professor, for I know it will be on the exam. I could not look at the big picture, then I would forget the material. The nature of multiple choice exams discouraged me from learning broad concepts, for I was punished for knowing too much, and critical thinking is discouraged, while memorization is the concern. The best answer concept is confusing, for the questions have plausible answers, but the student is forced to choose or guess, while the best answer is a vague concept, because choosing the second best answer still demonstrates concept understanding. Multiple choices is all or nothing, creating frustration for this student. Then all of the above removes choices. Many professors justified exams of multiple choice or its deduction by arguing that they were easier, for they require the college tester to identify the correct answer from a 4 or 5 listing of choices, rather than recall some information. Many professors do not see downfalls, even when misleading words are added, or when all the answers are plausible. Most questions go beyond recognizing, for they can be solved by playing mind games or figuring out the professor's thoughts by recognition rather than recall. I believed back then what I believe today. The objective of any professor should be to teach useful material, and the aspiration of the student should be to learn as much as possible. One professor gave a sensible test, consisting of 10 short answer essays, and the student was asked to answer 6, giving me a fair opportunity to focus on things I knew about most. The professor handed out the questions 7 days before the final exam, allowing me to study the concepts that the professor deemed most important. Half of those surfaced on the final test. The professor ensured that all prepared, giving me miraculous confidence, while relieving my test anxiety. Most professors are still traditional, but colleges should do a better job of making expensive college courses worth the learning time and worth the money. Most of my classes were a waste of time. Perhaps alternatives to traditions would improve the future of test takers.